Have you ever wondered where the true pinnacle of power lies? Where is the ultimate limit of strength in this vast universe? And what happens when a shadow thought to have slumbered in the past and irreconcilable archenemy returns not just to settle an old score, but to completely rewrite the very definition of the word absolute? Our story begins on a barren training ground, under the faint glow of a dying afternoon sun. The small body of the boy Goten crashes to the earth like a leaf torn from its branch in a storm. For the first time in his short life, he has touched the threshold of the gods, a gate known as Ultra Instinct. In an instant, a familiar figure streaks forward like lightning. Goku, his face etched with the deep worry lines of a father, is already at his son's side. He gently cradles Goten's limp body, a warm, soothing energy flowing silently from his palms, trying to calm and stabilize the raging, chaotic ki tearing through the boy from within. Goku, with the experience of a martial arts master, recognizes it immediately. This divine state is not a gift bestowed, it is a vicious curse triggered by the purest rage. It is untamed, ferocious, and it is devouring every cell, every fiber of his young son's body. A tremendous power, yet also a double-edged sword sharp enough to destroy its wielder. At a safe distance, Vegeta, the proud prince of the Saiyans, stands with arms crossed like a statue. His razor-sharp eyes analyze every faint ripple, every minute fluctuation of energy emanating from Goten. He does not merely see a child collapsing from exhaustion. He sees a far crueler truth. The infinite chasm in potential power between Goku's son and his own beloved son, Trunks, has just widened into an abyss. A sense of helplessness mixed with irritation seeps into Vegeta's heart. Once again, the pride of a prince and a father is deeply wounded. But before those personal feelings can settle, an event a million times more terrifying abruptly shatters everyone's thoughts. On the distant planet of Beerus, the god of destruction, a place that has always been serene and solemn, a dry, unnatural sound echoes. Whis' sacred staff, his ever-present symbol of wisdom and angelic authority, slips from his hand and clatters onto the cold stone floor. For the first time in millions of years of existence, the eternally calm face of the angel changes. His eyes widen, pupils contract, staring into empty space. There, he senses a purely evil energy so chilling it makes one shudder, a dark presence that has just torn through the fragile veil of peace in Universe 7. At the same moment on Earth, the omen of death manifests in the clearest way possible. The clear blue sky suddenly turns pitch black, thick as ink. This is not the darkness of nightfall, it is an unnatural darkness, a living entity devouring all light, all hope. The ground begins to shake violently. Successive earthquakes grow stronger, plunging everything into panic. Birds scatter from their nests in terror, wild animals howl in despair, seeking shelter. A primal fear, an instinct for survival, engulfs the entire planet. And then, catastrophe descends. A colossal spatial rift, colored in the violet black of absolute destruction, rips open the sky directly above the Z-Fighters. From deep within that rift, a familiar figure slowly steps out. He needs no spaceship, no theatrics. It is Frieza, but not the Frieza they once knew. He is in a completely new form, a glossy, star-speckled black shell. Black Frieza has officially arrived. His mere presence generates an artificial gravity field so terrifying, it crushes everything within hundreds of kilometers. That invisible pressure is like the giant hand of death itself, strangling life. Weaker warriors like Krillin and Yamcha don't even have a tenth of a second to react. They instantly spit blood, their chests crushed as if by an invisible sledgehammer, before collapsing unconscious. Sensing a threat that could erase the planet in the blink of an eye, two figures shoot forward like blazing meteors, Piccolo, in his mighty orange form, and Gohan roaring in beast mode. Without hesitation, they launch a preemptive all-out assault, hoping to stop Frieza before he can destroy everything. But they were far too naive. Frieza doesn't even bother to move, he merely glances at them, a glance filled with contempt and arrogance. From that glance, an invisible shockwave, a pure ki beyond perception, fires faster than light. Piccolo and Gohan, two of the strongest warriors, are hurled backward. Their bodies blast through dozens of mountain ranges like cannonballs, leaving a trail of destruction kilometers long. With just a glance, the battle was decided. Vegeta realizes there is no more time for warm-ups or hesitation. He roars with gut-wrenching fury, unleashing all his latent power. His body erupts in a violet destructive aura, ultra ego at maximum output, the state of a god of destruction, the Saiyan Prince's final trump card. He charges straight at Frieza like a moth to flame, hand thrust forward, gathering the purest, destructive energy into a Hawkeye sphere aimed directly at Frieza's chest. Frieza stands motionless, a disgusting, arrogant smile on his lips. He does not dodge, he puffs out his chest and welcomes the full destructive attack. A cataclysmic explosion erupts, blowing away everything within dozens of miles. When the smoke clears, an unbelievable sight appears. Frieza is completely unscathed, not a single scratch. His black skin has absorbed and neutralized the energy of destruction entirely. He, immortal, has surpassed the power of a god of destruction. Before Vegeta can even register shock at this cruel reality, Frieza strikes. His speed is now beyond what the naked eye can perceive. The Saiyan Prince only feels a tearing pain as Frieza suddenly appears in front of him, his cold hand crushing Vegeta's left arm. A dry, horrifying crack times echoes Vegeta's arm bone shatters. Then Frieza delivers a simple yet devastating heel kick straight into Vegeta's gut. The elite Saiyan armor shatters like glass. Vegeta's eyes roll back, blood pours from his mouth, and the proud prince's body falls like a puppet with its strings cut. At that life or death moment, just as Vegeta is about to hit the ground, a pure, serene aura explodes like a calm lake surface. Goku has acted. His hair turns shimmering silver, his eyes radiate unearthly calm. True Ultra Instinct has been activated. Using instant transmission, he appears beneath Vegeta, gently catching his rival and lowering him safely to the ground. Without a wasted word, Goku looks up and faces the cosmic tyrant head-on. The battle between the two arch-rivals begins once more, but this time, the balance of power is completely one-sided. Goku charges into close combat. Every punch, every kick perfected by divine martial arts is effortlessly blocked or dodged by Frieza. Frieza is not only stronger, he is faster and far more cunning. He doesn't need flashy techniques. He simply uses battle experience and cruelty etched into his very blood. Suddenly, Frieza's black tail whips sideways like a steel whip, striking Goku's ribs and throwing him off balance. Seizing the opening, Frieza closes in, his fingers rapidly striking vital points on Goku's body. Each touch sends a paralyzing shockwave, clogging Goku's energy flow and causing his muscles to spasm uncontrollably. Goku drops to one knee, breathing heavily. Ultra Instinct, the pinnacle of gods, now appears powerless before a mortal. From afar, witnessing his father defeated and Goku losing ground, Trunks can no longer hold back. Rage and fear ignite into a Saiyan Gold aura. Super Saiyan Rage. He roars and charges at Frieza, sword drawn. Stay away from them. But Trunks doesn't even get close. Frieza merely glances at him. An invisible mountain of ki pressure slams down, locking Trunks in place. The boy feels like he's drowning in concrete, unable to move a finger. Then something even more horrifying happens. Frieza raises a single finger. Trunks is slowly lifted into the air by an invisible hand telekinesis. The air around him compresses, strangling his throat and crushing his lungs. Trunks thrashes in desperation, face turning purple, eyes bulging. Finally, he goes limp and falls. Frieza has defeated 3 mighty Saiyan warriors without breaking a sweat. He pauses his assault, seemingly savoring this moment of absolute victory. A pitch-black aura begins radiating from his body, spreading and enveloping the entire earth in deadly darkness. He speaks, his cold, arrogant voice echoing everywhere. "Don't you monkeys want to know? Want to know how I obtained this power?" He smiles the smile of a ruler. "I found another dimension where time flows many times faster. While you experienced only a few short years, I trained relentlessly for a full 10 years. Every second, every minute, I pushed my body to the brink of destruction and rebirth." Frieza gazes at the black sky he created. My grudge against the Saiyans? It's now trivial and insignificant. My goal now is affirmation. Affirmation that this black Frieza is the strongest being above the gods of destruction, above all gods. Who can stop this monster? And what fate awaits Universe 7? Frieza's arrogant declaration echoes in the deathly silence, like a death sentence pronounced upon the entire universe. He has not only defeated the strongest warriors, he is trampling upon the divine order itself. On the ground amidst the rubble, Goku forces himself up with one arm. His body trembles from exhaustion, wounds still burning, but in his silver eyes, the flame of battle burns brighter than ever. He cannot give up, never, when the future of everyone he loves is threatened. Seeing that stubbornness, Frieza sneers in contempt. He is tired of this game. He slowly raises one finger. A black, swirling energy sphere like a miniature black hole forms and grows, sucking in the surrounding light. To end this boring play, I'll send this trash planet of yours to dust. But just as the sphere of destruction is about to be launched, a lazy yet authoritative voice rings out from behind Frieza. What exactly are you doing on the planet with the best strawberry sundaes in my universe? Frieza? Frieza startles, the energy sphere vanishes. He stiffly turns around. Lord Beerus, God of Destruction, and the Angel Whis have appeared without anyone noticing. Beerus is yawning, clearly annoyed at being woken from a nap. Whis, did he just say he stands above the gods? My ears have been a bit off lately, did I mishear? Whis, with his usual gentle smile, bows slightly. Lord Beerus, your hearing is perfect. I'm afraid you heard correctly. Beerus's sleepy eyes suddenly turn ice cold. The already suffocating atmosphere becomes a million times heavier. Frieza, your stupidity truly knows no bounds. Do you understand the consequences of daring to challenge a god of destruction? After a brief moment of surprise, Frieza bursts into maniacal, confident laughter. Lord Beerus, what an honor! But I'm afraid you're a little late. My revenge party is almost over. And regarding your question, I'm not just challenging you, I'm here to establish a new order, to prove that your era has ended. With those words, Frieza vanishes. His speed is so great that even Goku in true Ultra Instinct only sees a blur. He reappears directly in front of Beerus and throws a spinning punch filled with dark energy. But Beerus is not Vegeta or Goku. The god of destruction casually tilts his head. The punch misses his ear by inches. Insolent. Beerus mutters coldly. He counters with a swing of his own, pure violet Hawkeye energy enveloping his fist, aimed straight at Frieza's chest. The two ultimate powers of the universe collide head-on. A silent explosion occurs, followed by a universe-shaking boom. Space around them fractures like broken glass. Shockwaves sweep outward, turning the ground into a sea of boiling magma. The true battle between two of Universe 7's mightiest beings has officially begun. Frieza and Beerus exchange millions of blows in mere seconds. Earth's sky is torn apart by streaks of purple and black light. Every clash creates ripples in space-time that shake distant galaxies. Beerus grows more excited as the fight continues. For the first time in centuries, he has found an opponent that forces him to use more than a tenth of his power. Not bad, Frieza. You've actually made me get serious. Beerus roars, his Hawkeye energy erupting even more violently, forming a blazing cloak around him. He gathers a colossal Hawkeye sphere capable of erasing an entire solar system and hurls it at Frieza, but Frieza only laughs savagely. Once again, his black skin works its miracle. He doesn't dodge, he charges straight into the sphere, arms spread wide. The Hawkeye energy is absorbed and neutralized by his body. Useless, god of destruction. Your power can do nothing against this perfect form. Seizing Beerus's moment of shock, Frieza closes in and unleashes a lightning-fast flurry of kicks. Unexpectedly, a spinning heel kick lands cleanly on Beerus's jaw. For the first time, the god is pushed back, staggering a few steps in midair. A thin trail of purple blood trickles from the corner of the god of destruction's mouth. The entire universe seems to fall silent. Even Whis, ever calm and composed, slightly furrows his brow. Beerus has been injured. The mortal Frieza has done the impossible. You dared to make me bleed? Beerus's voice drops, cold and deadly. An unprecedented pressure erupts from him, threatening to shatter the planet itself. This is no longer a fight, it is the wrath of an insulted god. But Frieza feels no fear. He knows he holds the upper hand. This is the end of your reign, Beerus. He concentrates a massive amount of dark energy into his fingertip, preparing the finishing blow. On the ground below, witnessing the scene, Goku and Vegeta lock eyes. Their gazes are filled with determination. They know even Beerus might lose. The universe stands on the brink of annihilation. There is no other choice. Kakarot. There's only one way left. Vegeta shouts hoarsely. Goku nods without hesitation. Let's do it, Vegeta. As if foreseeing their intent, Whis lightly taps his staff on the ground. A thin yet impenetrable angelic blue barrier instantly envelops Goku and Vegeta, buying them precious seconds against the apocalyptic shockwaves from above. Phew, Saiyan. Ha. Two voices shout in perfect unison, full of hope. Their bodies move in flawless synchronization, then merge in a blinding pillar of white light. Just as Frieza is about to strike the rage-blinded Beerus, an aura purer and more immense than Ultra Instinct and Ultra Ego combined erupts from the earth below. The light fades, revealing a new warrior. Brilliant teal hair, wearing the iconic Metamoran vest. It is Gogeta. He slowly opens his eyes, sharp and unnaturally calm. Both Frieza and Beerus freeze in shock at the sudden appearance and immeasurable power. Gogeta stares straight at the stunned Frieza. A confident smile spreads across his face. Frieza, your party ends here. I'm the one who will send you straight to hell. The final showdown that will decide the fate of the entire universe has truly begun.